Okay, guys, we are back at it, and we will be discussing your sports bets for beginners. This is just going to be a breakdown of how to take the bets and how to place them and whatnot. And what we're going to do is I'm about to live stream these games here right after this video. So we'll mainly be talking about our MLB sports bets for beginners. And later on lessons, we will talk about some more advanced things like your prize picks and so on and so forth. And we do also put up the previous results every single day from those. Not only can you get your picks and plays and from your daily sets, but you can also get them from your combo plays and Coach Godfather, who also puts out his sports bets. And you do have your Coach Diamond is a sports betting coach as well. Just turned $200 into $1,400 overnight. Feel free to join in and ask the coaches any questions, and feel free to ask me any questions. You could join me in the live classroom where we do our live betting and do our live trading because we trade the stocks and cryptos and do many other things as well. Okay, let's get right into it now. We're talking about your sports bets for beginners for your daily sets. Again, we'll just be focusing here for today just on your MLB because we don't have much time, and that's what I'm going to put up on the stream game after game. And so here we got your Yankees money line versus the Guardians. You'll go and click on your platform. I do have a quick tag here for you. You can just go ahead and click on there just to get right to it. If you have confusion about finding yours or yours ain't loading up, you can just click on that right there and you'll be looking for your Yankees versus Guardians to the money line. Remember, your money line means the winner. On your money line, negative 190. Okay, the negative means higher odds. They believe it has higher odds. Now, you want to get them at the right time. Don't get me wrong, and these numbers can change a bit, just as it is, when you're trading your stocks and your cryptos and whatnot. If you're coming here right now from our stock and crypto videos, they will change and stuff like that. So you want to see them on point and want to be in on time and so on and so forth. But go ahead, that's what the money line is, means the winner. So you're going for the Yankees money line on this one, betting however much you feel comfortable with betting on that. Okay, just giving you an example of what the payout would be for different varying amounts depending on how much you would like to bet. Some wagers are more valuable than others, of course, so whatever makes you feel most comfortable. Now, I'm just gonna just leave mine over there at about 1,000 for now, okay? So we can see how it's all tallied up, and we'll have to pick them together as full cards, and I'll show you how to do that in just 1 second. Now you're going for your Francisco Lindo to get over 1.5, get over 0.5 hits with a negative 275 odds going versus the Dodgers. Now, going versus your Dodgers. Let's see if we can go ahead and find that somewhere down there. You got to click on your more wagers for this one, and you're going for your player props on this one. You're looking for players to get a certain amount of hits, I believe, getting over 0.5 hits, and that was Francisco Lindor. For Francisco Lindor to get over 0.5 hits. Make sure you match up your numbers. Remember, if you see over for 0.5 hits, negative 275. Okay, you got to match that up. Now, notice when you click on that, it turns into a two bet parlay. Maybe you believe in Francisco Lindor and you want to throw in, another thousand on there. We'll just leave it at 1,000 on there for now for you. Okay, and then maybe you don't not really too sure about how Francisco Lindor does and how he performs. So we can just give you extra bit of information just very quick because I do got to get up and get ready to put on those live streams real fast because you already know that these current games are already starting to happen right now. Some are still coming up here in just a bit. It's like 6:05 p.m., so we don't really have too long. And I'll be leaving those live streams going all the way up until the end at 9 o'clock. So I'll be watching them with you guys as well over in your live classroom. Feel free to join me in there. I'll leave the link down in the descriptions and whatnot below. So here you got the prop line. We're talking about this specific sports. We're talking about this specific sports bet right here, the Francisco Lindor. You may need a bit of information on him to understand the play and what's going on. This prop line, Francisco Lindor over 0.5 hits for negative 275 versus the Dodgers, means you're betting that Lindor will record at least one hit in the game against the Dodgers. Very easy, very simple, very clean. Here's the breakdown of what this entails. So over 0.5 hits, since fractional hit props are set at 0.5, over 0.5 means Lindor needs to get at least just one hit during the game. If he goes hitless, then the bet loses. What are the chances? The odds of negative 275. Now, the odds of negative 275 indicate that Lindor is a strong favorite to get at least one hit. Like I say, the more negative the odds, the bigger they say the what it could be. The more chances. And in practical terms, you would need to wager $275 just to win 100. I just showed you how that's going to go on over there and against the Dodgers. This matchup particularly noteworthy, facing the Dodgers, Lindor's track record, and the team's offensiveness approach are taken into account, which makes it likely that he won't go hitless. This prop is aimed at leveraging his ability to get on base against quality pitching. Now here, you got, like you said, you got your extra information on what you need about how he swings in just over one, at least one. And welcome anybody joining in on the classroom. Right now, I'm doing an update lesson on how to sports bets for beginners. Only doing this one on your MLB picks. That's what we have up to today. Some few other things are going out as well for a few other sports, but no time to get into all of those just now as I'm about to turn on your live stream for your MLBs and over on the channel and over here in the Discord as well. And so next you got your Trea Turner for over zero point 0.5 hits for the Blue Jays. Shouldn't need to give you too much information on that as we just broken down how exactly it works. That's the same exact type of bet. So you just need to go back to your platform, go ahead and find your Blue Jays somewhere down that list. Looking for Blue Jays. It don't look like that the Blue Jays is up here. Right. Oh, here we go. Right here. Okay, looking for your Blue Jays. Trea over zero point 0.5 hits. And if you don't see it on time, never give up. You might just be overlooking one quick thing. And now we looking for, because I was just about to give up and move on. Trea Turner over zero point 0.5 hits. Remember, match up your stats and your numbers and so on and so forth. I just showed you how you can easily go ahead and get any extra quick information. And if you need to know any more about any of this, you can always join in to ask any of the coaches or any other members or any of the traders or any of the bettors along in the Bank with Billy Discord. Meet them in the live trading classroom, or go ahead and say what's up to them along in your main chat rooms or even your world chat rooms down there below to meet more diversified people that are all around the world doing the same thing you doing, getting this easy money all day, every single day off a million plays in a million ways. Already just broke this down at over zero point 0.5 hits, mean he got to get at least a one. And we're going to be going back to your Trea Turner, pressing that zero over 0.5 hits, 275. Make sure that we choosing the right thing, of course. So we got to get back down to your section. Make sure we match up our times and our dates. Match up our numbers. Make sure it's not too late. And then you're going to see your 2-bet parlay turn into a 3-bet parlay. Maybe you feel comfortable in Trea Turner and you like the information that you read and it says that he doing very good on in there, so on and so forth most recently. So boom, you go ahead and you can change the price of them on singles as well. So for example, for Francisco Lindor, maybe you only wanted to bet 500 in there, and then for Yankees, you still got your 1,000 for them to still hit their money line, and not for Trea Turner, maybe you feel more confident in him, so you want to put 1,500 on there, showing you what the different payouts will be for each of those specifically, of course. And then if you still want to bet it all on one card, you can still do it just like that, and showing you different amounts of what those payouts would be. For example, some bets are more valuable than others, and some people like to just prefer to go on and place them as single things and so on and so forth for more coordinatedness and whatnot. Next, you got your Kyle Schwarber to get from the Blue Jays to get over zero point 0.5 hits. We already know exactly how to read those and exactly what they mean, so we gotta go find your Kyle Schwarber to be getting over zero point 0.5 hits. You're gonna add that in your card. Maybe you don't feel too comfortable about him because it just picture that we just read, pasted that in and they said that he got some bad odds or something. So you don't gotta bet $5,000 on that one. You could just go ahead and just throw 100 down in there. You already got like a full card. You don't even got to get the rest of those if you don't want to, but you get your full list up there because of some individuals want to just put a couple, so making a lot of money placing their different bets, and some people who recognize and understand their different teams and so on and so forth. So they make a lot of money in the sports betting. As you know, you got Xander Bogaerts from the Giants and you got Trevor from the Angels. Both of those are to get over a certain amount of hits, over zero point 0.5 hits, right? The bets are placed out very easy for you, for almost even unlosable, almost even unlosable with your banking with Billy Sports Bet alerts. Well, you getting you over zero point 0.5. They got to get at least one hit for your thing to bust, and you see the amounts of payouts and wagers that those things can be giving you back out. if they getting at least one hit through their entire game. And these people done made it to the major leagues. You know what I mean? They probably done got some hits. You know what I mean? But the Giants, because don't get me wrong, I don't know all these teams. I'm not, so I don't know all the players on these teams. But I understand different odds, and I understand that if they just got to get 0 point, if you go up to bat that whole game, you finna get one hit up in there. So 500. Well, not to say that they can't strike out, man. Not to say that the pitchers don't be going so hard they you can't just strike out. So keep that in mind as well. But what are the odds that they go this whole thing and not just getting at least one hit? What was that last team? The Angels for over 5 hits. Couldn't find that one. And never give up because it could be just somewhere that here we go right here. Angels. What's the dude name? Trevor Story. All right, man, you got to go back to your player props, right? You're gonna be looking for hits. There's other things like your home runs and your bases and your singles and whatnot. Like I said, we want to make it as easy and simple for you, especially if you are newer to sports betting and newer to trying to read all of this and understand. You don't know no teams. Well, you just gotta hope that dude right here, Trevor Story, gets one hit, and you might not have to put too much. Maybe you only want to bet your $5. Look at the, I gotta go back to singles. Maybe you only want to bet your $5. Or maybe you're more confident you want to bet $5,000. It's all up to you how you want to, but you can bet as low as like $5 for real. Just to get yourself in there, just to be, dibbling and dabbling to understand how to place the numbers and press the buttons and start to get used to reading the terminology and hearing people talk and stuff like that. And next thing you done got your full card all put together. And that's how you read your banker with Billy Sports Bets. That's how you're gonna be able to place them. And boom, if everything you got placed for the win for the night, well, you just won yourself a good couple $1,000. A good couple $1,000 real quick. But you don't got to bet all that money in there. Like I said, on most platforms, there's a minimum on these platforms, I do believe, but on most platforms, yeah, I'm pretty sure like the minimum is at least about $5 to $20. So, it's all about which ones you go for. Like I said, I got one posted up in here for you where you can bet as low as, and some might even let you bet it even lower than $1 and sign up. And they starting to get ready to integrate crypto in there too. So we ain't have too much time because the things are already starting and already going on right now. And I want to turn on this live stream, but enough time to still be able to check out a few of those other ones. I don't know which one I am going to be turning on exactly, but I'm down in the comments below or up in the Discord. You guys let me know what should be live streamed or what you guys want to see or even how you want your sports betting videos made and whatnot. Then let me know so I can go ahead and get things upgraded for you, get you where you need to be. We'll go greater in depth into the prize picks MLB alerts later on and tomorrow because we do throw those out as well. And during your live games, you also do get your updated sports bets inside of each section as well, whether that's for baseball, for soccer, for hockey. I can update those. Whatever, I don't know what y'all favorite sports are and whatnot, but whatever it is, let me know, and I will be adding in some other sections. I think I got to go add in tennis and ping pong next, and I want to add in the extreme bets like extreme sports, the skateboards and the bikes and stuff like that. But we'll get all that down the line. I'm Billy Banks. I'll see y'all in the next one. And happy trading.